All aboard, welcome back. This is Cali Jack, and this is How Not to Game with Cali Jack. I'm your gaming persona for the Dyford Rex channel, and we're going to get into the game. And as you can see, I found me a doozy. It's making almost 100,000 a year on that cross-map Crusader, and it's a great train. And matter of fact, I'm thinking about upgrading several other trains to this BR614 from the Abros they've been running because we can. And that's a good idea, in my opinion. So let's see which trains I think should take and do this. And top of that list is going to be, well, this guy, the Pineville train down here. We've got the Eastern Demons and the Percolator both come in here. And, while we know the Percolator goes along here, the Eastern Demon is the one to take an upgrade. And I think it deserves a really good upgrade. So what we're going to do is open him up, get him into the vehicle list, and oh, that's the circulator. We opened the wrong train. Wrong thing. Hey, how not to. Remember, hasn't even loaded anybody, so this is a good point in time to go ahead and tell it to, hey man, why don't you go to depot? We're going to retire you. Why? Because the Eastern Demon is about to get something even better. And from old scratch, we're going to put out a much faster train. Running 224 passengers, leaving it on it, and then set it up. That's line 68. The Eastern Demons. And as they come in, we're going to take a peek at where he's at. Close Pineville Station. The heck depot is he headed towards? Oh my goodness, we may not be in the right depot. Sell that whole convoy. That's right, he's going to work out a chaotic Eastern dispatch. All right. Build him here. Set him up on the Eastern Demon. And launch that train. As soon as that other train's in, he's going to come out. And now we can come back to this guy and say, sell. Let's see if he does any better with that higher speed, much higher speed that he's going to be running at. And I have a feeling that is going to become something we can start utilizing a lot better. Looking over our town here in Barron Cross, it's grown a bit. We could take and expand out this way at least, one more bus stop, and do some sort of a T bus stop here to take and service it. Because again, we're trying to build ridership at the same time. And you have to build ridership in order to, whoa, Pauling Bee took off a little bit. Grow in both directions too. That's nice. So it's growing that way and that way. They're actually more like this. Cool. We'll let him take and keep growing though before we see what sort of a field we got. Pauling Field's one I haven't looked at for a while, but he's staying nice and compact in the Pauling Field. We could possibly stick one here or here. Probably here would be our better shot. initially. I might even straighten out this corner. See what we got going on, Brenton. Not really growing. It's kind of stagnated because we've jammed it in too much. That's the one problem with the chaos game is you're going to jam in a city terribly, terribly bad. So what we're going to do is we've got the TP5200 here, which is what we're running, I believe. Yeah. No, the BRs, and then there's the TP5200, which replaced the old Abros that we used to run. No, these are the original Abros, the 5200s. And then when we go down the list, there's not really that many vehicles that keep coming back. Our locomotives is down to a very slim selection. Matter of fact, we can sell those two guys. Our cars is where the big openness is at nowadays. Don't know when we'll get our next set of cargo cars, or if we'll get a set. And I am thinking about seeing just how fast we can get these guys up to over here. So we still have this one here, which is the Remus Collier 1 and 2. Both of which could probably use an upgrade. Matter of fact, we're going to send him to the depot and upgrade him. The other guy, once he takes and gets up, he will take and do the same. So by doing that, we also need to upgrade our count on how many trains we have out in the field here. And I am very curious, extremely curious as a matter of fact, as to what would happen if I put a second Abro set onto the new Ash Pax Looper and buy a spare just in case. Can I squeeze him on? Yes. Okay. I think that will help that line. Now this is one where I think an upgrade of the line will help more than anything else. So again, Evil Ferrex goes to Rust Proof. He's already 64%. And we can get a boost of how much from electricity? Well, it has a demand of 150, and we can get a 10% boost, 25% boost. You know, let's see where the nearest electrical lines are. Over at Tanner Taconite, we could hit the limestone yard. He gets a boost, and that would be a 25. Let's go ahead and lay some electrical lines, see if that helps. Again, the electrical lines will add to the chaos, so I'm not worried one bit about adding electrical. In fact, the crazier I can make things look, the better. Get this guy out to here and drop in him. Now, you know, one thing I haven't done is really looked at the electrics. So let's come back out here to our cement depot, because that's where the coal trains all are going to come out of. And take a really good peek at what is now available by activating electricity into there. We have the electrics for the passenger lines, which are considerably faster, 100 kilometers. Not considerably. Going to our electrics here, now we've got the Benhart, the Abro BR250 electric, the ACT train electric engine, a lot of different electric engines, and some of them are very, very fast and some are very slow. Oh, we still got a BR steam engine still sitting there that we need to. That's because we've got these guys. So, and then of course the cars and the passenger cars that go with the various things. And you're in the depot, so let's go ahead and fix you. And I think the high end, a single high end diesel with 2240, but an SD has 2240. Oh, excuse me. One moment here. Okay, sorry about that. Whew. The nose decided it wanted to run suddenly. Episode 30 is causing me some problems. The Haru might even be a good one. Look at the amount of power on that. 200 clicks fat. That's a lot of pulling power. But I don't really feel like electrifying a line. Or do I? You know what? Let's do it. Let's just see. That's this one here. This guy here. So we just got to get him. So that his run is possible. And then I've got to see Remus Collier. The one line. Thank you. schedule so that I can see which one he goes into. Good, it's the straight shot in. And we're going to add 2 so that he is even. We're also going to adjust his 4-point because that 4-point is not a very good one. Okay. So we're going to go with an electric, putting him in front, 40 bucks, 37, 34, 38, 47, 74. Yeah, we don't want that guy. This guy is the wimpy low-end speeder right there. But at 34 bucks, my gosh. But he's also the most easily affordable, 34.84. All right, let's try him. So we're going to put an ATC train at the foreground, go back to append, add a couple more 45s, that's good, and launch him. But he can't find a route. Why not? We have a break in the line. Somewhere there's a break in the electricity on the line. Didn't go all the way back. Open him up, see if that was it. That was it. Seeing where my nearest Pax-Ash looper is at. Or if I tied up the lines, one over there. Did we not have, oh my goodness, apparently, nope, I got 2 out on the system now. Okay. I'm going to add that third one once this guy over here clears to that station, or the halfway point, once it crosses the road. I think that's a good spot. Once he reaches the road, that's when we're going to launch him. And again, we're trying to increase our cash flow because last year and this year have sucked. We took a major hit, and it is all due to airlines costing us 68,000. Our others only 15, but that's the ramps, the everything else. Our tram lines are losing us too much money. The ship line isn't as bad, but the tram is where we're losing money. So we've got to go look at the trams, see what we did wrong, see whether it's routing, see what it is. And we said we were going to launch that guy, and then I missed my chance. Hopefully he's not somewhere close by yet. Ah, yeah, perfect timing. And it'll take a while for that guy to take and round in. And we'll see how this guy improves and then decide whether this guy is going to be the same or whether he's going to stay on diesel and we're just going to SD40 him with a lengthened train. But I am going to go ahead and lengthen his input. we probably should consider those to be input yards down the road. Hey, this is a good spot to end the video. I'm Callie Jack. This has been episode 30, in case I forgot to mention it. In our 31. Oh my goodness, 31. I'm losing it. It's not enough coffee. I still haven't finished the first pot, so that's the whole problem, guys. That and I ate some food, so I'm kind of sleepy. Pancakes, they weigh you down. Anyway, episode 31 in the books. I'm Callie Jack. Have a better day than I'm having, but realize I'm doing max chaos, so it's going to be tough.